Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to this reading. Today we're going to be doing a stalker's reading for Pisces. This is good for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading is not about actual stalkers. At least that's not what we are hoping for. This reading is a very lighthearted approach to seeing who is paying a little bit too much attention to you, Pisces, and why. Like, who should be minding their own business but aren't, basically. Okay? Let's see if there's anyone crushing on you, obsessed with you, hating on you, jealous of you. I don't know. Let's see. So today I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing like the 3 different energies or 5 different energies. I'm going to be using this deck, which is, as you probably know, very particular, which is, God, I don't remember the name of it. It's like the Rebel deck or something. It's a little bit out there. It's a little inappropriate. There's a lot of cursing. There's, it's funny. It's really, really funny. And let's see what these cards have to say as a storyline. All right? Let's see. Spirit, please bring in the clearest, most accurate information for Pisces about who is thinking a little bit too much about them and why. Please clarify this for Pisces. Okay. Sit back and relax. Oral love is in your future. Okay. So, you may have had sex with someone, oral sex with someone, recently or even like ages ago, but it's like they think about you. They think of you. You're like the best I've ever had. If this is your partner, maybe, at this time, it's like sit back, relax, they're thinking of you, okay? There's someone here that's fantasizing about you, Pisces, okay? There's someone here that fantasizes about your mouth and what your mouth could do. Maybe because they know by experience, or because they're just, imagining things. I don't know. But definitely a lot of sexual desire there. Let's see what else shows up. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is like an ex or something. Someone you had a connection with like a really long time ago. And it's like they still think about the oral sex they had with you. I don't know what is going to be like censored by YouTube. Honestly, it confuses the fuck out of me. So I'm just going to like try to speak like a normal person. But I know that there's certain words that could like fuck up my video. So I don't know. You're on the same team. Play like it. Okay, so if this is, let's say that you had an argument with your partner. They may be thinking a lot about you, okay? Maybe you have had some kind of distancing with someone you're romantically involved with somehow, you're started dating or something. They're reminding you here, to work as a team with this person. So I'm getting a little confused because I feel like for some of you, this is someone that you have in your immediate vicinity, someone you are already in a connection with. You may have had some kind of distancing or some kind of like outburst with your partner, and this is them thinking a lot about you and how to bring you two together, okay? Again. And I feel like simultaneously there could be another energy from the past, like way back, that somehow is still thinking about the oral sex you gave them. Okay? You're that good, Pisces. Watch what you say. That mouth of yours could start some shit. Oh, Pisces, this is interesting. Okay. So, Spirit, why is this relevant? Why do we need to know that there's someone fantasizing? Is there any advice? Is there anything we need to know? Something about your mouth. Some of you may have like piercings, or I'm getting kind of like the visual of someone who does makeup or like YouTube like makeup tutorial videos or something. There's something about your lips. There's something about the color of your lips, the makeup that you use, something about your mouth that someone is like obsessed with. This is weird. Spirit, should I use a different deck? Because I'm getting confused, like, quite confused. Cook a fucking meal. Homemade food is foreplay. Maybe some of you are spending a lot of time away or apart from your partner, and they're thinking a lot about you in more ways than one. Maybe they wish they could be having dinner with you or cooking something for you or have you cooking something for them. I don't know. But this is not making enough sense for me, so I'm going to change that. Open your mouth. What the fuck is happening with your mouth, Pisces? Open your mouth. That mouth of yours is going to start some shit. Homemade food is foreplay. Play like it. Oral love is in your future. Comment below. What the hell does this mean? Alright. You don't have to, but it would help. I would appreciate the subtitles of whatever is going on. Alright, so Spirit. How about Tarot? Okay, so Temperance. So there could be someone who is needing to be patient. Again, I'm getting kind of like those vibes of like maybe you and having some kind of like long distance relationship or someone who for whatever reason you can't be with right now, being patient, waiting on you, wanting to approach you. There is this like desire for you and your mouth, clearly, that someone is like enduring. It's like they're trying to be patient. They're trying to like, you know, go through it. It's difficult for them somehow. This could be if some of you are pregnant right now and you're not having sex with your partner because you're pregnant, for whatever reason, you're not feeling it. It's like they miss that. Like they miss you. Like they're waiting on you. They see you as the Empress. They see you very fertile and beautiful. But they're kind of like, I wouldn't mind if this goes a little quicker, you know, like, I don't know. It seems like they miss you. Someone here misses you. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. At the same time, I feel like there is someone here that feels very proud of you. So maybe some of you could be like on some kind of work trip or something. You're doing your thing, you're making things happen, you're at a distance. They miss you, you know, they can't wait to be with you, that kind of thing. For some of you, that could look a little bit more like, well, you know, maybe you broke up with someone because you were going to a different country to study, and when you get out of college some years from now, then you're going to reach back to this person and you're going to get back together or something. I don't know, but there's someone here that misses you. They're simultaneously proud of you. There's good vibes here. They want time to pass faster. It's like there's a deadline or there's something that they're like, oh, I can't wait for this to happen, you know? They're trying to be patient. For some, it could have to do with like children, maybe. Okay, Spirit, tell us more. If this is the most relevant energy thinking about Pisces, please bring in more details. If there is a different energy that we need to address, please show us clearly. Okay, so I think this is a different energy. This is someone who you could have had a romantic relationship with, but they weren't ready. They were too immature. They were not in the right place. They didn't appreciate you. It's like they were too immature. Honestly, like that's what I'm saying. And you were in a very confident position. So Pisces, maybe when you were dating this person, or you were in a relationship with this person, or you wanted to be, or whatever, maybe you were in a very good financial place. Maybe you had a nice job. Maybe you were stable. Maybe you had kind of like your life together in that sense. And I feel like this person really didn't. At all. And it doesn't seem like they wanted to either. It's like they were in a very immature energy, and they were completely okay with that. And they saw you as almost older, mature, wanting things out of life that they are not ready for or whatever. And this person here, they may have made a move on you. They may have been the one to start a connection, but then when it got serious, or they saw how put together you were, they may have sort of backtracked a little bit. I feel like they saw you as someone who would spend too much, or buy too many things, or shop compulsively, or spend mindlessly. There was something around money here that you didn't see eye to eye on. And maybe that was kind of a deal breaker for them, which is ironic because I see them being super immature about money and not having anything together, and I see you very, very well put together, or at least they see you that way. But at the same time, it's they want to be in the future with someone who maybe spends less, or doesn't want to have that lavish of a lifestyle, or someone who is okay with what they can offer, even if it's kind of a very immature approach to life. So this feels like an ex, or someone who could have been a partner for you at some point. It seems they see you as someone who's very interested in money. But I don't know if they're perceiving you correctly. They feel like everything around you has to do with money. But from what I sense here, it's more about accomplishment for you. It's like you have your own journey. It seems like you're doing your own thing. And they're just they don't find... in the pursuit of money or success, recognition, professional success, they don't find the pleasure that you find. So they would see you as a workaholic, or as someone who's money obsessed. They miss you, bottom line. They're starting a new relationship right now. Okay? And they are not being very kind about what they're saying to their new person about you. They're painting you out to be a lot that you were not really, in the hopes of releasing you and starting something new with someone. But it's naturally bringing all of this back to them. They miss you. It's not like they want to be with you. I think that they're starting a new relationship, and I think that they want to be with this new person. But at the same time, you know, it brings it all up, and they're kind of like a little bit, I don't know if triggered is the word, but like emotional, kind of like remembering, like saying all the bad things, but at the same time, internally knowing that there was so much more to that relationship, if there was a relationship. Because I feel like for others of you, this could have been, but it wasn't, because they didn't feel up for it. So it's kind of like two like subgroups. So that person is thinking a lot about you. This person could have blue or green eyes, kind of like light colored eyes. They may have been someone from your past that simply was too immature for you. It's like they're well on their way in a new relationship, but they keep looking back. Very interesting, Pisces. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what this means. Hola, Mari. I'm sorry, guys. Got interrupted. Mari was gonna go walk Luna. Okay. So yeah, it's like they keep looking your way for some reason. But you're nowhere to be found. You're doing your thing. But they are thinking a lot about you, okay? So if you feel their vibes, if you suddenly like feel like you're thinking about them, or that they're gonna call you or something, chances are they might, okay? Alright, so that goes for the week that goes from the 16th to the 22nd of September 2024. Let's see what energies are available for Pisces, what predictions are showing up, and what messages want to come through. Alright? Yeah, no. And what messages want to come through. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for hanging out. Get comfy. And please, if you would like to support the channel in a free way, you can like this video, you can subscribe, or you can do my personal favorite, which is comment underneath in the comment section below. This week is going to be fantastic. This week is going to be fantastic. And that way, by affirming it, all of us continuously affirming it, we create this collective, little mini collective energy to carry us higher and higher. Alrighty. Let's see, for Pisces. Mia, cuidado. First card that we got here, Ace of Wands. So this is going to be a fiery, exciting week. There is a possibility for inspiration, lots of motivation, magic, spark, all things good that way. There is something very important, that's what I'm hearing, something very important that is beginning this week, all right? And that could be, for some of you, maybe related to the eclipse, of course, absolutely. Eclipse in Pisces. Massive transformational energies. So yeah, I mean, definitely. But also there could be maybe new projects, there could be new ideas, new things here that are basically craving to be born this week. And I feel like it's almost as if your vital energy and your brain and your determination are going to be like running behind all of this inspiration, trying to fulfill it, trying to keep up, right, with all of this energy showing up here. So it's like you're going to have maybe a new dream, maybe a new goal. You're going to have a very specific idea or thing in your mind that you cannot get rid of, that is going to be so strong, and you're going to feel this pull that is so intense that your body, your mind, you know, everything is going to be working overtime because you really want to make this happen. And that is because it feels incredibly aligned. That is not something that you are forcing, that is something that it's almost forcing you. So this week, make sure to listen to your intuition, obviously. Make sure to put in the work where it matters. to create the things that you feel are very, very urgent or important. Allow yourself to take good care of yourself in the process, yes, but also consider looking at things a little bit differently. I feel like this eclipse could make you feel, besides incredibly inspired, it could also make you feel a little weird physically. So you could be feeling like your soul is on fire and you want to create all these things and you want to do all these things, but then you have a headache and you feel kind of nauseous or something. And it's like your body's like, well, maybe not right now, you know? But then this inspiration seems to be taking no prisoners. It's like now or never. I don't know. I feel this very powerful surge of energy for the Pisces. However, they are bringing you here the Four of Pentacles. So I would say allow this energy to create through you, but not to run you over. Yeah. Then we got here the Three of Pentacles. If you can delegate, if you can ask for help, if you can get assistance, that would be great. You don't have to do everything yourself. You don't have to do things in the most difficult way either, okay? That is very, very important. You don't have to go through the difficult route, so to speak. You can do things in the most simple, assisted, lovely way forward. Something is happening here this week in which there is a justice here that comes in. Ooh, Pisces. Okay, so I feel like some of you have been paying something that is going to be reimbursed to you somehow. Maybe some of you have been getting like deductions from your paychecks that are higher than they were supposed to, and all of a sudden they're going to bring you like a bunch of money back, like, hey, by the way, like, this is your money. Something crazy like that could be happening for some of you. I get this feeling as well that really there's something about this eclipse, Pisces. I will do a reading specifically about the eclipse, but I feel like there is this rebirth energy that is incredibly magnetic. You have now an emotional maturity that you didn't have before to deal with things that maybe you attempted to do before. So this could be kind of like second rounds at something in a way that is better. It's like the first time you tried that thing, you got this far and you felt this way and it ended this way, and now it's like, okay, now I want to do a second round of that, but with maybe a different aim and also a different strategy and also a completely different version of you, which you're so much smarter and mature. So I see here this emotional maturity, Pisces, no doubt. I see the scales balancing out. I see that this week you're going to be receiving legs up. You're going to be receiving some kind of help or assistance. Maybe someone will offer you help and assistance. Maybe you're going to find that there's a lot of things that are aligning well for you because this person was kind enough to provide that contact information, and that other person was kind enough to ask around and find you that whatever that you were looking for. I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cute, small, seemingly small little things that actually are part of like this big web that are going to bring something massive for you. I know it's obvious because of the eclipse that there is something incredibly powerful happening. I know. But it just feels so strong. Like the energy here emanating is so strong. Pisces, I see that you have been patient. I see that you have been a good sport. I see that you have been craving change and excitement and adventure. Some of you travel. Some of you've been wanting to satisfy that curiosity, that creativity within you, but you haven't had a chance to do that for whatever reason. I feel like this week, maybe you feel it already before the week starts. It's a very vibrant wave of energy that you can almost surf. And it's like you're destined to surf this wave, and you're gonna be on it. Like, whether it is a conscious choice or not, it's almost as if your body's like wired, programmed to complete certain tasks and actions and decisions at this time. It's like it's gonna happen with or without your consent, kind of thing. But it's because there's so much passion. It's like a passion that moves through you that is so strong that you can't not do that thing that you dream of. You can't not start that business. You cannot not open that thing, take that leap of faith. And I feel like that is one of the ways in which spirit manifests. That is so beautiful, because it really seriously does not include the thinking mind. It's that urge, that impulse to write to that person you can't stop thinking of, or to enroll for that class, or to open that book, or purchase that thing. I don't know, something that is so exciting that you can't resist it, because there's something not mental, something in your body that knows that's the right way to go about something, even if your mind has no clue what's going on. So that's what this week feels to me. It's like almost surrendering control a little bit and letting the universe almost possess you and make all these decisions and all these things, and then come back and be like, oh wow, okay, we have a new path, apparently. It's very beautiful though. I see that you're going to be feeling incredibly proud of yourself for following your intuition, for following that very strong sense of certainty. You're going to feel amazing, Pisces. Again, the eclipses are very strong energy, always. Eclipse in Pisces, lots of water stuff going on, this pull, this thing. You may feel weird physically. That's part of it, but I don't know. I feel like underlining this whole thing is just so much joy. A reclamation of independence is what I heard. Reclaiming your power, starting over, but starting properly. It's like, now you're ready for that next round. And that is the message that has been showing up here in these readings in some shape or form so much that it's probably no surprise to you. But let's see what else is coming through for this week specifically. Let's go into details. Spirit, please bring in detailed predictions for Pisces. Some of you have felt at different points in your life like you were always second place. That has a lot of power and recognition, and being in second place, it's still magnificent in most competitions, you know what I mean? But never first. Some of you, I don't know, I get that you have this almost resonance with that belief of never being quite number one. That is changing. That is changing not because it was ever true in the first place. Okay? It's changing because you are giving yourself permission to truly see who you are instead of seeing what your fears, have been making you feel like you are. The Death card representing you right now, this is a week in which you're going to feel not only the transformation, the excitement for the new. There is a possibility you're going to feel the grief for what wasn't, what didn't happen. Okay? Some of you are going to be grieving family connections, okay? So what I'm getting is that this week, some of you are realizing, wow, everything I've ever wanted is on the other side of, I don't know, completely going no contact with that narcissistic dad. I don't know, it's like something here is on the other side. It's like Spirit is wanting you to choose you. Does that make sense? To choose yourself. To choose the possibility. To choose a new narrative. A new chapter. Instead of engaging in repetitive patterns with the past. Instead of continuously identifying with being second. Or never first. Or whatever it is that you identify with, Pisces. There is a wisdom here. Some of you could be working with Hecate because of these keys here. Some of you are being initiated by her, possibly, or by other spirit guides. Some of you here are... It's like you are... it's hard to like translate this. Imagine that you were given years ago the most sophisticated computer there is. Like the absolute best. And let's say that you know how to use 15% of what it can do. So you've been using this computer at 50%. 15%. And enjoying it, sure. Loving it, yeah. It doesn't feel that much different from other computers, to be honest, because it's kind of like you only know what to do. You only know the things you know. This eclipse, it's going to be like opening up that rest of that percentage, and you're going to be able to now use the full capacity of this computer. This gift, okay? Replace computer with gift. Your intuitive gift. You have been using 50% of it. You only kind of understand a little bit, right? So you're not using the full potential of this gift. And I feel like through this eclipse, something here opens up and you're like, oh my God. Whoa. I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I could feel this. I didn't know I could hear this. I didn't know I could manifest this. I didn't know any of this. It's like it's always been within you, Pisces. Or within this computer. The potential has always been there. But you didn't know how to use it. Maybe no one taught you how to use it. Maybe you weren't ready to use it, okay? And now that is changing here. You're reaching that point in which Spirit is like, there you go. Now you're ready. Here's the manual. Have fun, you know? You already have so much power, Pisces. But now you're going to really see it working for you for the first time. Things are going to change. And things are changing fast. And things are changing for the better. This tower that I see here, it's showing up in this week. I would say maybe by the weekend. But this is not a tower that happens to you. This is almost like a tower that you are craving, Pisces. So you may be the one saying, you know what, I've had this issue for so long. I haven't known how to fix this. I haven't known how to resolve this. So let's make shit happen. This week, it's like you are gonna go and bring that tower down. That thing that is not supposed to be there anymore. You're gonna bring it down yourself, even if you have to do it by hand. You know, it's like you are taking matters into your own hands and making things happen. Pisces, some of you, not all of you, but some of you are going to be feeling very tired. Very tired. If that's the case, don't worry. Okay? Don't feel Like you need to use this eclipse energy and make things happen if it's not coming from within. You know what I mean? Like some of you are just going to feel pulled by that energy, almost like possessed by this energy of inspiration, and you're not going to be able to rest. You're going to be so inspired that your body's not going to let you. But there's others of you who are going to feel very, very tired. When you're tired, rest. Don't be in bed thinking, oh my god, I should be making the best out of this energy. I should use this eclipse. No. If you need to rest, you rest. Because the universe is working its magic through the whole thing anyway. Alright? So listen to your body in that sense. Some of you are purging. Okay, so what I'm getting is that some of you are going to be getting maybe moles removed, teeth, like a tooth removed or something. Things are gonna be extracted from your body, maybe like a facial or something. Maybe you're gonna cut your hair. There is like a part of your body somehow that is being released, that is being pushed out, and it carries the energy of past trauma. So it's like maybe you find like a cyst in your hand and you go and they take it out. And it's nothing, but that cyst was somehow packed with that energy. And by it coming out of your body, it's like that energy is coming out of your body. Something like that is what I'm getting. And for some of you, maybe decluttering could also be really good. You're unstoppable. You're absolutely unstoppable. When you watch this reading right now, do you feel tired or do you feel super inspired? Comment below. Now, I am not an astrologer, I'm a tarot reader and intuitive. So the messages that come here are gonna be guided through the cards and the oracles. You may find that there is a lot of similarity with the horoscopes that you see, or with the energy, the astrology energy readings that you see, and that's because it's the cards just basically picking up on the energy, most likely. So, hi Pisces. I hope you're doing good. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, gods and goddesses. What is it that Pisces needs to know about this eclipse? Please guide Pisces. Make it make sense for Pisces if it doesn't. And please support Pisces as they go through this energy. God knows it's a lot. Alright, so I'm going to be taking cards that jump on the table upright. What is it that Pisces needs to know about this eclipse? What messages do Pisces need? What does Pisces need to know? Alrighty. Well, the Tower. I just finished a reading for you. I recorded one just before I started recording this one. And the last card in that reading was a Tower. If you want to see it, that is the weekly reading for this week, from the 16th to the 22nd. You can find that reading online. If I remember, I'm going to attach it somewhere here or in the description. But you'll find it if you go to the channel videos. The Tower. That moment in which Spirit says, that's enough. You know, sometimes there are problems that persist for far too long. Problems that we want to solve, we're willing to work on, we're willing to change and improve and whatever. But sometimes we don't know how, okay? Sometimes things are not aligned. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. And Pisces, there is something here that has been going on for far too long. And it's like both you and the universe are like, you know what, it's time. Can we please just bring this down? It's like everybody's sick of this. I don't know what it is. It could be like a problem, a fight, and a repetitive cycle that everyone involved is sick of. And it seems like you and Spirit are both like, let's bring this tower down. You know, it seems like you are not surprised by this tower. You're not intimidated by this tower. It's like, yeah, finally, let's break this down, you know? This is an eclipse that is bringing in lots of transformation. Lots and lots. Some of you here are... Some of you had a big tower in which you lost a loved one. For some of you, that could have been months ago, others of you years ago. It doesn't really matter. For everyone, the context is going to be a little different. But this tower, what I see here for this eclipse is that it brought something, it broke something. And it left you kind of like on hold somehow. And I feel like Spirit is giving you your wings again, or giving you like a breath of energy to be lifted again somehow. So if you have been feeling like you've been blocked, like you have been stagnant, lost, like you're trying to fly but you don't have no wings, you're all of a sudden going to feel like you have your wings back. And you were like, where were they? I've been looking for them. I don't know, it just feels like there's going to be a very, very powerful change that was always going to happen. What I'm getting as a message is that some of you were very fearful that you were never going to be yourself again, that you were never going to do your thing again, to really be healed and free and healthy and happy. It was always part of the plan, okay? You were always going to be coming back to yourself. That was never at risk. That was never not an option, okay? But as you felt all those ways, you may have at times thought that that was never going to happen, that was never going to come. And Spirit wants you to know that you have a new direction. There is a new purpose. There is a new mission. There is a new north for you. And it's like that version of you from the past, yeah, it kind of died, I guess you could say. Because that purpose died, or that mission died, or that person died, or that, I don't know, something here died, and you kind of died with it. And now it's like you're being brought back to life because there is a new purpose, a new goal, a new mission. It could be a similar one, maybe. It could be completely different. For everyone, it's going to be a little different. But I see your life almost like being breathed back to you somehow, like a breath of life, like spirit, spirare, you know? I feel almost like things weren't quite fitting, because it was like who you are now was trying to fulfill a mission or a destiny or whatever that was meant for another version of you. So it's like this version of you has been feeling odd, like a little tiny bit left of the point, always. Not quite, you know, where you're supposed to be. And that may have been going on for some time. This is the end of that. This eclipse is the end of that kind of like awkwardness in which you weren't exactly where you felt like you were supposed to be. It's like it's bringing... Oh my god, Pisces. Oh, I got chills. It's like if there were two competing timelines somehow, or you were like bouncing from one timeline to another, kind of like almost two two timelines that are parallel, yet very different. And you would bounce from one to the other seemingly without control. I feel like both paths are merging into one that is right. And that is the only one. You know what I mean? Like, we can jump timelines all the time. Every single decision that we make, let's say that I stop this reading right now, that creates a new timeline. Let's say that I continue this reading right now, that creates another timeline. Let's say that I didn't say what I just said, that creates a different timeline, right? So we're always shifting and changing, but I do feel something different about this. It feels like there were like two very strong, very gripping timelines that you were bouncing within. And I feel like now it's like they have merged into the right one for you, in which certain things have become obsolete, certain people are being kicked out, certain new people are being brought in, opportunities are being brought in. I'm hearing, but it's because of the willingness to let yourself, your old self, die. So you have the sun. You start with the tower and you end with the sun. The change that is happening right now, especially if it's not change that you saw coming, is definitely going to be good for you, okay? Right now, it may not feel that way. But whatever is happening at this time is happening for you. It's not happening to you. Something incredibly positive is happening here. Not sure what, but something very, very, very positive here. I see that there has been some kind of issue, perhaps, with a Capricorn, a liar, cheater, stealer, miscommunications, issues, problems with a Capricorn here, or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something here has been toxic for far too long. And some of you thought that you could never detangle from that. And all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to actually detangle from that. So what I mean by that is, maybe you and your whole family, generations and generations, have always lived in a certain property or in a certain city. And you have felt this urge to cut, the whole thing and just do something new, go somewhere new, different, break that generational pattern. But you've always maybe told yourself, like, no, this is where everyone is, like, I can't just leave, I feel like this eclipse is telling you, why though? Like, I think you can actually just leave. Same for toxic relationships, maybe marriages that are very detrimental or negative, or simply have run their course. Something that you thought you could not escape, you're choosing to escape. And that is almost like giving the universe this green light, saying like, oh wow, look at that. Pisces is choosing freedom, even if it's very difficult to reach. It's like you're not letting anything say, you're not taking no for an answer. You're like, you know what, I refuse. Some of you are destroying, years and years and years and years of dynamic with toxic family members. And the fact that you are saying yes to that liberation, no matter how painful it may be, makes spirit say, yes, you are ready, And I'm not saying that you need to, cut contact with your family or anything like that in order for this to happen. What I'm trying to say, these are just examples of ways in which you thought you were trapped, It's understandable if you choose to stay in that toxic whatever because it's difficult to get rid of. Maybe you honestly thought there was no way out. But all of a sudden, there's a way out. All of a sudden, a path opens up here. And it may not be nice, and it may not be sweet, and it may be very unexpected and odd and weird. But it seems like you're taking that opportunity, despite the pain, the fear, the uncertainty, to break free from this devil, from this toxicity. And it seems like it's being rewarded with the sun. So you are choosing you. You are choosing your happiness. You're choosing your mission, your purpose, your service to spirit. It's like you're choosing love somehow over fear. Yeah, so that is what I'm getting. I hope that this resonated with you. This is a specific message about the eclipse itself. However, the weekly reading is a little bit more structured, and I will let you know how the week is going to play out. This is just about the energies, and of course, it's not that this will happen in the exact second in which the eclipse, completely whatever. No, it's an energy that will be felt before, during, after. It's kind of like the vibe of the moment. But what I do see here, Pisces, is it's like when there's a will, there's a way. And it's like you saying, my will is to be happy. And there it goes, and, a way is open for you. That's what I'm getting. So I think that you're entering a time in which you're not going to feel so bumpy. You're not going to feel like you're like jumping from one timeline to another. You're not going to feel confused. You're not going to feel you're not going to get that sensation of being just a little bit off the point. You're going to actually feel like boom. Bullseye, This was always the plan. You were always going to get to this point. But I do feel like some of you are saying yes to freedom, and others of you are saying yes to fear. And that does change how things move forward. All right, Pisces. I love you so much. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you enjoy this energy. And I hope that your wildest, most beautiful dreams, those you think are not even possible, come true for you, Pisces, in the best way for your soul and your soul journey. I love you so much, you guys.